And welcome back to the round table with Marco.
Greetings.
And yeah, let's continue. You are getting this one.
We are at a mystery point, and I'm guessing this is the lunch lady Angel. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
Oh, that was probably her and the marshal who talked to each other.
Oh, or maybe it's all in her head,
No.
and she was making
Look, a
both
jelly
voices.
filled donut on her head.
Oh, okay, and a rice. What's it called? Rice. Rice,
No,
not
you
rice
don't.
cake.
Have you never heard the 4 Kids version of Pokemon where Brock calls a jelly filled donut this onigiri?
No, I haven't seen that part.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that is basically somewhat of an American in joke that they
Yeah,
were blatantly saying that it was something entirely different than it actually is. Because this is
yes,
obviously not a jelly filled donut, this is an onigiri or
yeah.
a rice ball or something like that.
She's got a rice ball onigiri on her head. She's got a little uh, squid taco as a
Oh, right.
necklace. She's got the belt of an polar bear, apparently.
Oh no, I didn't even realize that's all fur.
And, well, you don't want to know what else her clothes are made of.
Leather.
Ah,
Ah, oh, you haven't read her line.
still here?
Mm, hello.
Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a dogy he that lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. And he's got a knife!
Oh, this cowboy music. There's something I wanted to ask you.
A scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime,
What?
a cold grave for men who've
Oh, he
lost their...
doesn't tell us anything.
Also some weird placeholder dialogues.
Yeah. Well, we have to present him this thing, probably.
This thing?
Yeah, no, I don't think that works.
I mean, I want to see if it will wake him up. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas.
Wait, what?
Ah,
I didn't even do anything.
no, well,
Oh, what?
would you mind reading? Yeah, he was probably just giving one of those types of...
Oh, you showed him the badger instead of this.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering what he refuses that outright.
No. The badgers would totally get me access to the crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? Watch this. I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say little introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This process from... Blah. This process from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me...
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our goal strike. We like to settle up, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. White, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's little introduction crumpled and discarded.
Littering!
Yeah, and pissed on.
Oh, come on. Right in front of Marshall. Just
Aye,
like
that's-
in the cowboy days.
Now, Pilgrim, that's called indecent exposure.
Oh boy. Decent exposure is a class 2 felony.
5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like.
A trot?
My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later, so it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait, maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along? Yeah, good translation. Alright, compadre.
It's the same thing.
Nope. I cannot 3D investigate that thing. A tour shield. So's the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knife, maybe?
Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these.
Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it?
Hey, they could use the same shield over and over.
Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap.
You know it. They've got them cheaper with every passing year, I'll tell you. See, stab him.
Oh.
Alright, compadre, count to 3, and then start shooting.
You mean stabbing?
Alright, we didn't.
Oh, can we
check
actually...
this?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the blood probably. This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. A blood apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this?
Hey, maybe he spent his weekend roughing it in the wild.
Edgeworth? In the wild? Pfft, I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoors man.
Now there's a scary thought.
Why? Why is that a scary thought?
I don't know. Because he'd be a hunter-gatherer, a caveman.
Huh? Well, good enough.
Well, say, some sort of police passport. This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance. In this rat hole, if you want distance, get yourself to Texas.
Texas?
There's a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with a tiny little evidence with tiny little lawyers. What difference does a few yards make, compadre?
Note to self, if if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. I think you study the wrong ones.
I'll say your badge looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminate the evildoers who come in the dark of night.
Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight.
Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. And it's made of plastic.
Probably.
Anything else?
Now we can talk. You have a lot of things to say, but I know of one character. There's one more character I know that will come, but I'm still not sure what kind of voice I will give him. He's a really cool one. I really like him.
I'll look forward to it.
I don't know what I'm giving him as a voice, though. I can't.
It shall come.
I can't give him a goofy one.
Well, Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific?
Who's Goodman? He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty dozer there? There now. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. A smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think it means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m.
Oh, that's already super suspicious.
Very much so.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you mentioned that, Bambina. She, Prospector Sky, and Detective Goodman had nothing common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman was a particularly gifted detective. There's one reason why it didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
He's really drinking a lot.
Yeah.
My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems like calling an old man to a shootout at high noon. I like to think he just gets drunker the more the story goes on. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right?
And an
Not
alcoholic.
A detective. Apparently. You call me out, they'll shoot you for that in Texas, you know. I ain't no alcoholic. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
It's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find its tail. That is because it runs without Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of chief of police. Look. Yes, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of investigation?
No way. Okay, now we can slide. Slide to the right.
Whee!
There.
No.
If he bled out after over an hour, then he could have moved quite a bit around, but he seems to just sloped over.
Within an hour and a half. So plenty of time.
The phone, we can get the phone.
For whatever reason, the autopsy report doesn't say when the stabbing occurred.
Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. 4 p.m. was the stabbing time. I mean, it says 4 p.m., so he was stabbed at 4 p.m., I would say.
4 p.m. and then put in the trunk of the car at 5:15.
But that's still not 1.5 hours.
What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
You're right. Let's see. 65S12-2.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. White?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self: for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Victim's memo found in the car trunk. That could be a 5 and not an S. I don't know.
I don't know if I should give you the hint or not.
Well, not yet. We're just getting into it. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car, just screams I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Blah, big bucks.
Big butts.
The big butts.
Larry Butts, where?
It stinks. B block is through here. That's where visitors park.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak.
It's kind of cannibalistic.
Yeah?
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Just turn your brain off.
It works a lot of times, surprisingly. This robe, is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So, wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion.
Smartphone, the smartphone!
Yes, I was mostly just wondering about why the 1 is over there and the 3 is over here.
That is a good question. What does the 3 stand for?
This looks like a cell phone.
Scientifically, analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Of course. Right, let's check it out. Taking control. Now then. Up. Whip.
Oh, flip phones. This phone's still on the what? This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial. Oh, redial. Yeah. Okay, good.
Redial. What is that? Redial.
Mr. White? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
Whatever, let's check this phone out.
I'm not that old yet.
I'm not dead yet!
Okay.
Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Wait, what? Hey, that song! I know that!
Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I'll say you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did
she call?
Ugh.
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I've got a question for you, partner. I heard the phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Wait, she called Wright?
At least that's implied. Oh, I'm inside the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman.
Wait, but that wouldn't make any sense, because especially that she would have called Phoenix Wright's cell phone. Mia must have had her own phone at that point, so how would she know the phone of Wright and didn't know that Phoenix Wright already had the phone?
Unless some mix-up has happened where he's taken her job phone or something?
I mean, that could be, but that would be weird. Using the phone of a dead person. Well, the phone number at least.
Well. Property of Lana's guy, last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder.
Wait, what about who she called?
Not important, apparently. Let's see. Can I push the button? No clues here.
Yep, only the yellow highlight. I mean, I clicked it too when on the DS because I thought, maybe something happens.
Yeah.
On the DS, you didn't have the luxury of having highlights that there actually is something.
Yeah.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who?
Going on.
Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we are talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambino, Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
What? My sister? Wait, I don't get why is it dramatic now?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, that
And-
she is the one who falsified evidence for him?
Possibly. Or turned a blind eye.
What?
Edgeworth couldn't.
Oh, sorry.
Edgeworth. Oh, Edge, they shoot you for that in Texas, you know. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people loaded guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So well, how are we doing, Mr. How are we doing, Mr.
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What? The Steel Samurai. Or Pink Princess, one of those two.
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. You're a kid.
Oh, so she called her.
The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Property of Lana Sky, last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18.
That doesn't seem to be the truth.
Well, but which part isn't the truth? A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued.
To be continued. Okay, and I think we're calling it here. I mean, this time the episode is shorter, but that doesn't matter, right? Nothing like a good cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's a good cutoff point.
Yeah, it definitely is. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more.
And if you enjoyed it, leave a like and comment on it, or else we shall do it like in Texas. I will shoot your ass.